Thanks, Taylor. Yeah, the whole pride seemingly has gotten up and walked the 25 odd yards or meters to exactly where it is that I was standing when I saw them. And now they're all lying down in the nice sort of on the sand. So I'm not sure what the difference is from where they were lying as opposed to where they are now lying, but at least now they have come out of the thickets, because after their little drink they went back in there and all you could see was tawny bottoms. There was nothing else to be seen. And here comes the little youngster directly towards its mother that's lying on the ground there. Let's see if it has some space for some milk. It's got quite a fat tummy, but it's going to go straight for the nipple. There we go. Hello, Mum. Let's just have a listen to that if we can. Let's turn the... So still very reliant on Mum's milk, this youngster, but definitely got to feed. The diet probably at the moment would probably be about 80% milk, 20, maybe 25% meat. Yes, cuteness overload indeed. And so marvelous that it came out and lay down right in front of us. And then the cub came over, because this all could have been happening in the thickets over there and we wouldn't have been able to see anything. So thank you, Nkuhumas, for being so accommodating and so willing to show our viewers how you are and what you're doing. So you can feel the heat of the day is slowly starting to descend on us. It's going to be a very warm afternoon. Jamie, I only count 10 at the moment, but there's a couple more I think still lying up in the thickets there. There should be 12. There were male lions calling. Apparently I heard one of the landowners from Buffelshoek just now on the radio said there was huge amounts of lion roaring happening sort of north of Uyatela Dam, and he was investigating that. There were apparently 3 subadult males in around that area the last few days. Let's have a look. Here comes another individual at the back, which makes 11. It's probably the 12th one somewhere there. So here this female comes. Watch her. What's she gonna do? She's gonna walk straight to this other lioness. Probably give her a little bit of a rub on the head, or is she just going to lie flat? Going to find her own little spot. Going to rub someone's head, indeed. There we go. Very important for them to keep up their allo grooming, their allo mimetic behavior, their bonding. They are a unit, although when you see them feeding, there's a lot of aggression towards each other. Afterwards they quickly make up, kiss and make up, and they do that through grooming each other's faces, rubbing, licking, touching. All very important for lions. Tactile communication, very, very important. Touch. Raffaele, I made your night, I made my morning. Second time this week we've managed to find these guys on foot. There's something very, very special about that. And they didn't even make a sound, eh? Which is why you have to be very alert out here to the presence of lions. All you will see is an ear or two in the long grass as it looks at you and tries to wonder, is that edible or not? So Dave, if this lioness turns back again, I wonder if you can get her eyes. It's quite interesting to see how their pupils change, and now to look at, if she looks back again, have a look at the pupils. They are completely little pin pricks in the eye. That is one of the advantages or mechanisms. Okay, the 12th lioness is on the 12th animal is on its way in from the back, but those pin pricks and that ability for the lion to change the dilation of their pupil is what allows them to see so well at night. Those of you who were on safari with me last week when we had Osana, and we were looking at him with the IR, you could see that his entire eye was filled with his pupil. Whereas now, if she graces us with another little eye there, look at that, just a pinprick. It allows him to control that light coming in. It is very small. Yes, and then at night they can dilate their pupils completely and they're able to see in the pitch blackness. Hello Trish, you'd like to know how long cubs will nurse for? Normally 6 months they're quite solid on the milk, and then after 6 months they start getting a little bit more meat. But up to the first 8 months to about a year, a cub will try and nurse. Sometimes the lioness will allow it to nurse up until that stage. Sometimes it will stop it. But it's also about the amount of meat that is in the diet. That starts to increase after 6 months. And then by about 8 months, they're pretty much fully weaned, feeding on meat. But sometimes they'll take the chance to get milk. And if it's not stimulated, then the milking will stop. But it also depends on the competition. When a lioness has got more than one cub, I think she produces more milk because they're competing for it. Watch, there's going to be a body slam now. Is there? Ooh. Just being friendly. Everybody's a pillow in the lion world. Absolutely beautiful. We're just going to wipe the lens, get a bit of dust off there. Catbag wants to know if a lioness in the pride gets jealous when the other one's mating. I've never seen it. I mean, I've never seen jealousy in lions. It's hard to really put that human sort of behavior, or what's the word, attribute to lions. I've never seen that kind of behavior in them. But I did see the Nkuhumas earlier this year when they were playing with a couple of tortoises. And there was definitely some jealousy amongst them between who was going to play with the tortoise and who wasn't. But that was in the youngsters. But generally in a pride, when the females are mating, they end up getting isolated from the pride for a few days while that mating is happening, because they're not feeding. The rest of the pride is feeding, and so they're on the move. And after the mating, which lasts 3 to 4 days, they'll often rejoin the pride again. They're very hungry. Unless they hunt on their own, they often get back to the pride, who will assist them to hunt again. But I don't think so. But what often happens is females will estrus, come into estrus at the same time. So they will mate at similar times. Okay, so folks, we're going to, I'm asking you, but I think we can come back here. Apparently there's been a leopard spotted just around the corner.